I'm gonna go through a really good tactic for the catch-up in 1007. It's like a really good one. Especially since I've been hearing so many people been complaining about that you don't get gear in Forbidden Reach. Like when I hear that, I'm like, what? The way I'm gonna show you today, it's gonna be mind-blowing. And you're gonna be like, God damn, this is the best way. Because this is the best way. You will see. It's gonna be the best of the best of the best. Alright, so this is what we're gonna look at today, guys. We have been doing some stuff yesterday, and it wasn't Forbidden Reach. We found out some interesting stuff about farming. Now, we know that when you want to farm things in the Forbidden Reach, one of the things you can farm in Forbidden Reach are the rares, and here are the different things that you can actually farm. These are the 4 things they drop, right? You get Scare Vault Keys, you get Primal Gear, you get Elemental Overflow, you get Untapped Forbidden Knowledge. Untapped Forbidden Knowledge is to upgrade your gear, your Primal Gear. So basically, you get Primal Gear, you get also stuff to upgrade your Primal Gear. You probably have seen it's 385. It's not only 385, it's also 389. So Neck and the 2 rings and Trinket, they drop in this island, and it's 389 eye level on them. Upgrading them will become 398. Upgrading 385 will become 395. Anyway, so we have this stuff, the good old rares. Now, before we go into this, on the PTR, the rares in the beginning, they were awesome, and later on they nerfed them. They nerfed them so much that they barely dropped any keys, they barely dropped any primal gear, they barely dropped any untapped with knowledge. What did they do instead? They buffed them with elemental overflow. So before it was 30, then became like 500, 600, and today 1000, 1100 elemental overflow. And that was literally the last build before this hits live. So we were trying to figure out what ways can you get primal gear, what ways can you get keys, except for the rares, right? And we found some stuff. But anyway, when this came live, it got changed. Rares start dropping good stuff. They always dropped these things, but it had a really low chance to drop it. But on live, right now, it has a very high chance to drop all 4 things. You can literally get all 4 of these things in one loot. So now, basically, rares is a way to farm keys. Rares is a way to farm gear, which it was not in the end of PTR. We have, how many? 16 rares that you can see on the map. We also have 13 rares that you can spawn. They have different timers when they spawn. Everything from like 30 minutes. I think it's even 20 minutes on one of them. But then we have like a couple of rares that spawns like every hour. Okay, so why am I bringing this up today? Well, here's the thing. Some of you guys have probably already noticed. When you kill a rare, you see this elite sign here, where they are, and there's one there. These elite signs are where they are, right? When they spawn, you see it on the map. Now, here's the thing. If you kill this rare, you won't see the sign anymore. If that rare spawns again, you will not see it on the map. So you probably think it's a daily thing. It was a daily thing. On the PTR, if you killed the same rare one more time the same day, you could not even loot it. It was nothing to loot at all. So what have they changed into live? You can loot it. You can kill the rares more than once a day. So what happens if you do that? The keys still have the same chance to drop. The gear still have the same chance to drop. Untapped Forbidden Knowledge, they want to upgrade your primal gear, still have the same chance to drop. What is the difference? Elemental overflow, half. That's what you get. If you kill the same rare the same day, you get half elemental overflow. So let's say they dropped 1000 the first time you killed it, second time it dropped 500. If you kill it one more time the same day, it is still 500. It doesn't go down. So it's half one time, and after that, it's always the same value. So you can literally kill the rares as many times as you want. It's all about how much can you be asked. All right, so that's one of the things. Now, this will be known to more and more people. When this will be known to more and more people, it's gonna be like it was back in the days, Zereth Mortis, where people start making groups for a certain rare, not farm rare, for a certain rare, and then queue up for it, you kill it, you queue up for it again. So the only thing you do is that you always look here and you keep on queuing up for rares all the time. So basically, you're gonna start server hopping when more and more people are gonna know about this. At the moment, not so many people know about it, so we don't have these server hoppings yet. But that will come. Is if you log in on another character that haven't not killed any rares. Then you open up the map and you check like what rares are up. Now we see a couple of rares are up, and then you know. In my case, I have several accounts, so I can have literally this one on the side while I can be on my main character on the main screen here, and then I can look when a new rare spawns. So I can do like that when I have 2 accounts. But if you don't have 2 accounts, there is actually one more way if you really want to do it, and that is to buy a certain item from the renowned vendor. It's this one. It's the Maruk people. If you open it up, there's an item called Essence Divination. Allow the caster to hear ancestral spirits within the forbidden reach, foretelling the appearance of unique threats for the day. So this one will tell you as a whisper in your chat when a rare is about to spawn. It's not going to tell you what rare it is. It's going to tell you like a sentence. For example, like some giant came up from the shore or something like that. Then you know, like, okay, do we have any giants in this place? Or maybe it's one down here, for example. Okay, so that is a really, really good way that you will kill the same rare over and over, get a lot of keys, get a lot of gear, get a lot of elemental overflow, untap forbidden knowledge, upgrade your gear. For elemental overflow, that is a good way. Let's say you kill a rare, 1,000, kill a rare next time, 500. Keep on killing the same rare, 500, 500, 500, right? That is really good. Now, until we get this server hop, until more and more people will know about this, there is another way. There is another way. If you're after the gear and you're after the keys, so if you're not after or elemental overflow farming, are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? These icons here are artisan curios. Now, if you have been on the stream, you know exactly what artisan curios is. If I've not been on the stream, you have no idea, maybe. These are items that can drop from mobs in this island. When you have one of these items, you will be able to spawn a rare. So I said there was 16 rares, but there are 13 that are hidden. They're also called profession rares. So each item here is tied to a profession. When you find this item, you can't spawn the rare quite yet. You need to repair it or you need to activate it in some way. To do that, the profession tied to that item needs to repair it or like activate it. For example, this fork here, it's a broken fork. Only a jewel crafter can repair it. And when it's repaired, it will become an item so you can spawn the rares. Each profession item spawns its own profession rare. So for example, a cooking item will spawn the cooking rare. Enchanting item spawns enchanting rare and so on. So to get these items on the right side here, a profession needs to fix it for you. Now here's the thing. Left side, the item you find is bind on pickup. It's soulbound, all these items. So to actually repair it or fix it, you have to send it as a working order. And then a profession will take care of it for you and will give it back nice and fixed. The good part about these is that they will not be soulbound anymore. They're bind on equipped. So basically, all these items on the right side can be bought or sold on the auction house. And that's what we're going to talk about now. Remember I said that you can spawn, you can kill a rare over and over? You can do that with these as well. Now before we go into that, there is one more thing. And that's the gathering professions. They don't need to be fixed. If they can be picked up. For example, herbalism, if you run around and pick flowers, you'll find the item that spawns the rare. Mining, find items. Skinning, when you skin stuff, you'll find the item and so on. And so they'll also have their own artisan curios to spawn the rares. So basically, all these items here will spawn a specific rare, not the same rare. Bind on equip. And here's the good thing. If you really want to go farming, after you have killed like all the, let's say you kill the rares in Forbidden Reach and then it's empty and then like, damn man, now I need to look around for ones that I have killed again. Well, you can go for these bad boys. Some cost a lot, some cost very little. So you have to check like in your auction house which one is the cheapest. I can tell you already now, the jewel crafting one, crystal tuning fork, will be the most expensive one because that's tied to a special pattern that they need. The cheapest one on my server is this mining one down here, amplified quaking stone. All these artisan curios cost between like 1,000, some cost like 6,000-7,000. The jewel crafting one costs 25, but the mining one costs 189 golds, 20 for 3,700 gold. So basically I can spawn this rare 20 times back to back. So now you might wonder, but wait a minute, Moody, is it special like timer on when you can spawn it? It actually is. You can spawn a profession rare every 6-7 minutes. So basically, after I run around in the island and I farm a lot of rares, and then I run out of them on the map and I have a hard time to like find them again because it doesn't show on the map anymore, you can go for these profession rares and just spawn them over and over and over. Approximately around every 6 minutes, you kill a rare. Every 6 minutes, you'll have a chance on keys, primalist cloak, untapped forbidden knowledge. Elemental overflow, when it comes to profession rares, they'll drop 350 the first time. After that, they'll only drop 30 elemental overflow. So profession rares is not a thing when if you want to farm elemental overflow. But if you want to farm keys, primal gear, upgrade primal gear, definitely, man. Then you go all in. This guy I hit max level with on Tuesday, and I played him very little. I did more or less the vault only on Wednesday, and then yesterday I farmed the rares the way I just showed you. He has a full primal gear and one crafted trinket and one crafted neck. 394. Everything is upgraded even, except for 2 pieces. 3 out of 3. That's evidence number 1 how good this is. Not only that, I searched primal here. All this is primal gear that I don't need, that I'm not using at the moment, that I can send to my alts as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pieces. Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, I didn't need so much gear on. I think it's like only 3 pieces I have on me that is primal. But that's how much primal gear I have on it that I'm not using. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16. No, yeah, 16. 16 pieces that I'm not using. Yeah, we are not done, man. We are not done. We are far from done. We have 3 more characters we can log into. All right, Mage. Full, more or less full, except for like rings and trinkets. 1 trinket though. Primal gear. Bag. All this. All the way down here. Who do we have here? Hunter. Okay, Hunter I don't need stuff. Let me see if I have anything on the bag on him. I don't think I do. I think I send all my stuff from him. But let's see if we have anything. We have some. 1, 2, 3 pieces. Because he was my main. I send everything away from him. And who do we have here? My chamois. Primal. More primals. So basically, let's see the gear. Let's see the bag as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did anyone count how much that is in total? 4 characters, more or less fully geared with primal gear. So yeah, that's how good this is. So I mainly did this one where you spawn the same profession rare. This one will be good when people will know about it more, because then you can also get a lot of mental overflow when you kill the same rare. You can still do this. It's still very, very effective. I did this yesterday. This is yesterday's farm, and we did everything on stream, and we got all this stuff. There it is, man. There it freaking is.